How you doing? This is Dave. I'm driving home from my day job, and so you can see the side of my face, but whatever, I really don't care. So let's get going on this. I've been selling on Amazon for a bit, FBA, off and on for a year. Always wanted to do a private label product. I've watched and listened to 1,000 podcasts, just Facebook groups. I've asked every single question, and I just never did it. No reason. Scared. Maybe I was scared, a little scared. But they say that I'm trying to create some content. I hate that word, content. Let's create content. So, anyway, I am going to document from the beginning. Well, it's not totally from the beginning, but it's from when I paid money to a Chinese supplier from Alibaba and what it's going to take to get it to Amazon FBA. I will be spending roughly around $2,500 to get it to Amazon, and it's a scary proposition, not because of the money, but it's the time. I'm going to spend a lot of time working on things, doing research. I've already done some research. So just to back up a little bit, what I did to find the product was I basically just started typing stuff, and from there I got to this product. I found, and then I went to the product listing, and I went to the bottom, and they said things that people bought with this as well. So what I did was I bundled the 3 items. I went on AliExpress to see if I can get them, which I did. And it took me, 3 to 4 weeks to finally get everything. Bundled all of them, put 10 of them together, sent it out to Amazon. I created I created a product list, and what you need when you do that is you need a UPC code. You can buy these on Amazon for dirt cheap, really cheap. So that's what I did. I then did some PPC, which is advertising. I did some research on what keywords should work. I basically looked at what other people were doing and what keywords I had in there, and I started putting them in Amazon search. There's also a free website, I just don't remember it. And so I did that, came into Amazon. I had 10 of them, I sold them all 4 days. So, and I got 1 good review. So it was pretty positive. I made money, made like $6 to $7 on each one. So then I went to Alibaba, found a supplier. Really, it was just one person who can get all the things that I needed together. Really cheap. I thought it was really cheap until I started factoring all these other costs, which it's crazy. But anyway, so, and then that was it. And then I got scared, and then I said, nah, I don't know what to do, because it's got to come from a boat from China to get it over here. And I was just not afraid, but it's just like I didn't want to be bothered. I was like, there's too much stuff. I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to screw something up, and I'm going to waste a lot of money. So I just didn't do it. New Year came around, and I said, I got to do this. I see so many people making money. I worry about, maybe I'll get hijacked. Maybe this, maybe that. Fuck, who cares, right? All right, if you have the money, which I did, to spend it, and you have a chance to make money, what happens if I figure out I hit a home run in the first one, and I would have let me, all the negative shit that could happen? So right now, I put in a 30% deposit, so it's $500. They're going to be making 504 pieces. I have a freight company. I have them on board. That's going to be, worst case scenario, $830. And what they're going to do is they're going to accept the shipment once it goes to Long Beach, the port of Long Beach. They're going to take it, put some labels, shipping labels on it, the way Amazon likes it, wrap the shit up, send it to Amazon FBA for me, and that's pretty much it. What I need to do is now take professional pictures, do some more research on keywords. The one thing that I had was information was I did advertising, and I had all the keyword information. What my dumbass didn't realize is Amazon doesn't keep that information for more than 90 days. So I did this last June or July. Shit ain't there now. So whatever information I had, I lost. Now I use the keywords on my title from my listing, so I have it. So I know I have a I have a general idea of what words are gonna work or not. But it would have been nice to have it, because I would have had all the amount of money that I spent and how much it costs per click and the whole 9 yards. So right now I'm figuring the product came out to $3.22 per item shipped to the port of Long Beach. From there, I'm gonna have to pay from there, then I gotta pay the $830. So I have figured it's gonna be from $13.22, it goes to $12 to $13 per item, per set. And the way I derived that is I was paying $6.50 Amazon fee. So right there, I'm over $10. I gotta pay $1 to get it to Amazon, a little more than $1. So now we're at, let's just say $10.25. Now we're $11.25, $11.50. Now I'm figuring $1 for advertising costs. So now we're at $12.50, $12.75, right around there. So costs add up real quick. I thought I was getting this at $3.22. I'm saying I'm golden, man. I'm gonna sell this for $19. It's a home run. That shit is not the case. There's so many costs, and there's gonna be more that I'm still not, haven't figured out. I'm gonna have to now. One thing that I have to do now is brand registry. I think I'm gonna do, and the reason why I want to do it is so people can't just hop on my shit and from China and just go, all right, I'm gonna undercut you. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult because I have 3 items, and I got 3 items from 3 separate companies that I was able to get from this one person. I'm sure other people can. Maybe they'll join too, the bastards, but I don't think they will. But I have to get a trademark, which is $250 to $350, and then I can register my brand with Amazon. The reason why I want a trademark, or I think I'm leaning towards that, is because I want to build a brand. So I'm going to have an Instagram group. I'm going to have an Instagram, page, Facebook. I want to sell more products off of this. There's a lot of things that I can do. I can actually, if it works well, I have 3 items, so maybe I'll pair 2 off. Just keep pairing them. So that means I'll have 4 SKUs instead of 1. Then I'll be able to buy more, and I'll be able to pay less than what I'm paying for. And my costs will go better, my profits will go up, and I'll become a millionaire. I think that's how it works. You just do that, just one product, and you become a millionaire. That's how I've seen it on Instagram, on Facebook. So then I'll do ads saying how I can help you become a millionaire just by my one product that I do well. So hopefully I do that real soon. But for now, I'm going to just do a YouTube video in the dark, and that's that. So right now, current status is 30%. Wait, it should take about 3 weeks for them to make everything. Then they're gonna ship it off on a boat, and I think within 6 weeks it should be in Amazon. 6-7 weeks, I'm thinking. So actually no, probably 7 to 8 weeks, because it's gonna be 6 weeks to get to the port, and then 7 to 8 So then another 2 weeks to get it to Amazon and that whole good thing. I wanted to do air because it's really light, my items, but they have a holiday coming up, and I'm paying $430 for the shipping to get from China to the port of Long Beach. I would have to pay $2,000 by air, and that would be getting it to me, and then I would have to then pay to get it shipped out to Amazon. So a $2.80, whatever the hell I forget how much it is, without the $430 shipping that I have included in that 322 number. I'm really confusing you guys, but that's all right. So basically, a $2.80 item would cost like almost $15, $16, all in getting to Amazon without advertising. So there'd be no money to make, and it didn't just work out. I would have to buy a shitload for me to be able to do it by air for it to make sense. I think after the holidays, the prices go down a lot, so that's another thing. I think that's another factor why it was so high, because in the second week of February, I think, or the first week of February is their holiday in China. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm not going to put a logo on the first one because I just wanted to get it going. I'm going to put a logo on the second one, so I have to work on that. Keywords, pictures. Those are the three things I have to focus on. And yeah, I also sell on eBay, so I like to thrift. So I'm basically using that money to thrift to fund this, because I like thrifting. I actually do really well on eBay, but working full time, it's hard to go out and find stuff, and you're not hitting home runs every single time. But I usually deal with electronics, and I'll usually buy something anywhere from a range of $5 to $50. So if I'm buying something for $50, I'm usually flipping it for $350, $400. I'm making that much money. Like it's that much of a difference. I've bought stuff for $5, and I've spent, I'm sorry, I'm driving too, which is really bad. Bought stuff for $5 and made $100. It's definitely doable. You just have to know what you're doing. I watch a lot of YouTube, a ton of YouTube. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So when I'm at Goodwill, a thrift, garage sale, and I see something that catches my eye, and that's the biggest thing, is knowing when to stop, to look it up. Because maybe you never heard of something, but you go, you know what? That brand name sounds familiar. That whatever, like sewing machines. I didn't know sewing machines. People buy that shit. There's old metal fans that go for crazy money. I haven't found one yet, but people pick them up all the time. Those old metal fans, there's certain brands that cost, that you can buy for like $5-10 that people pay $150, $200 for. Excuse me. So, yeah, electronics, VCRs. They don't make VCRs anymore. And so, if you can find them cheap, find them in a box. If you find one sealed in a box, they go for a couple $100, $400 or $500. So, I used that. I was able to figure out I was pretty good at thrifting. So, I used that money to fund this. Because really, Amazon is where I want to make big money, because I don't have time since I'm working full time at another job. So I want a regular income. I want to be able to find more private label. I like private label. I think to be honest with you, I have an easy time finding stuff that I think that I can source on Alibaba. It's just actually doing it. Buying it, spending the money, making sure everything works out okay on the boat, coming here. That whole thing I've never done before. So once I do this one time, I'm going to feel a lot more confident, and I'm going to be able to just buy more shit and create more stuff. But all of this is being fueled by thrifting, by retail arbitrage, going to Target, Walmart, finding stuff on clearance and selling it. It's hard. I don't like doing it because you gotta spend a lot of time. There's a lot of time where I go to a store, I get nothing, and I spend like an hour there scanning shit, just scanning. It gets boring after a while. You know, every once in a while you hit a home run, but for the most part, what you need to do is, if you buy something for 10, you need to be able to sell it for 25, 30 bucks. And the reason why is, by the time you get it to Amazon, that price is going to tank, because there's going to be other people buying it for that same price in a different Walmart. So you have to be able to have enough cushion where you're not losing money, because Amazon fees are Amazon fees, and they are expensive. They're worth it because you don't have to ship it, you don't have to deal with returns, you don't have to deal with a lot of stuff. They do a lot of things, but fees are expensive, and you have to make sure that when you're buying stuff that A, that it sells, that people actually want it, and B, you're buying it at a price. I can't tell you how many times where I thought I bought a Lego set for $100 and it was going for $175, or 150 or something like that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a ton of money. It was like, I remember it was like the first thing I ever bought. At the end of the day, I didn't make that much. I think I made after 6 months, because it dropped, the price tanked. At the end of the day, I made like 25, 30 bucks on it. And that's after, and somebody bought it for me, I have no idea why, and they actually paid more than what Amazon was charging. I just lucked out. I don't know, maybe he just made a mistake. But I don't know where I was going with that. I sort of lost my train of thought, which is great. Something you want to do on a YouTube video. So I am pumped. I might not sound like it, because at the end of the day I'm a little tired, but this private label, I just excited about it. Yeah, so I will document, and I'll keep you guys updated. Talk to you later.